الله والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Yesterday we spoke about fasting and we mentioned a few things, and obviously straight away left and went out the musalla. You guys want to pray and then off you go. You don't want to sit for the lesson, but yallah, inshallah today you will sit together and learn something new. Those that were here yesterday, what did we mention? What did we talk about? The youngsters, what did we talk about? Spoke about fasting, yeah? What did we say? We spoke about fasting. And we mentioned, what is fasting? Who knows what is fasting? What is fasting? No one wants to talk. What is fasting? Anyone? No one wants to give the answer? We mentioned yesterday, fasting is about you abstaining from food and water and anything that breaks the fast, which is haram, following your desires, and anything that decreases the fast from fajr to sunset. That is fasting. So you're not just fasting by staying away from food and water and drink, also you are staying away from haram and sins and foul words and swearing and teasing and all that which comes with it. So we're not just fasting by staying away from food, but rather we are staying away from food, water, and everything that can decrease the fast. Also, we mentioned yesterday who fasts. Who fasts? It's upon who? It's upon the Muslim. The Muslim, male and female, that is what? That has reached puberty, that is sane, that is not crazy. Because the crazy can't fast because he doesn't understand. And the one that is able to fast. We mentioned this yesterday. And we mentioned a few more things, and inshallah today we will take something new. We mentioned also quickly, just to remind you, the foundations of fasting. And we said that the foundations of fasting is two. One is the intention. It's to have the right intention. To have the right intention. To have the sincere intention for Allah the Almighty. You don't fast because you want to get skinny or because you want to be fit and so forth. You fast because it's a worship. You fast because it's a worship and there is rewards for it. And there's nothing wrong after that, mashallah, being fit and losing weight, that's not a problem. But the main intention why you fast is because we worship Allah and we get close to Him. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you fear Allah. This is the reason why we fast. Okay? And the other foundation is that you stay away from haram. So the foundation of fasting is two. One is you have an intention, a sincere intention, and the other one is that you stay away from haram. So today we'll take something quick. I don't want to take too long. I know you guys want to go out. We'll talk about what breaks the fast. What breaks the fast? Who knows? What breaks the fast? There are so many things that break a person's fast. You guys don't want to talk, so I'll talk then. The first thing that breaks the fast is having sexual intercourse with wife. Purposely. If you have sexual relations with your wife purposely, then that breaks the fast. So you know that, yeah? And also, ejaculating purposely breaks the fast. So you know that, okay? Also, intentional vomiting breaks the fast. So if someone puts down his finger in his throat, and then after that, gurgle and, vomits, then that breaks the fast. So if you vomit intentionally, by putting a finger or putting something down your throat, and you throw up, then that breaks your fast, and you have to repeat it another day. Also, what breaks the fast is the hijama, according to some scholars. Hijama. You know what hijama is, yeah? Extracting blood. Difference of opinion when it comes to hijama. Some say the hijama breaks the fast, and some say it doesn't. I'm on the opinion that hijama doesn't break the fast. But if you do hijama, it can make you weak. It can make you feel tired. So therefore, you might end up breaking your fast. So it's best that you do your hijama maybe another time, not when you're fasting. Okay? Although I'm on the opinion that hijama doesn't break the fast, but if you do it, you might become weak, tired, lethargic, and therefore you might end up breaking your fast. Also, what breaks the fast is intentional eating, intentional drinking, and also anything that is a substitute for food. Anything that is a substitute for food. A person can't eat. He can't eat. There's someone he had throat cancer. He can't eat. So they give him a needle. But in that needle, that liquid it's a substitute for food. This breaks the fast, yeah? This breaks the fast. Also, what breaks the fast is the menses, the woman's cycle, the periods. If a woman gets her periods, she stops fasting. Even if she fasted half a day, or even just before Maghrib and she gets her cycle, she breaks her fast and she has to repeat the day again. Even if it's 1 minute before Adhan, even 1 minute before Adhan. If she gets her period, then she has to stop and then repeat that day again. Also, what breaks the fast is post-bleeding. You know, a woman, tabarakallah, she gave birth, and then after that she saw the blood coming down through her private parts. This breaks the fast. Post-bleeding, the blood that comes down from her private part breaks the fast. Also, al-madhi, pre-ejaculation. Some say it breaks and some say it doesn't. I'm on the opinion that the ejaculation pre-madhi doesn't break the fast. I'm on that opinion. Also, what breaks the fast is the nose drops. You know, nose drops. Some people can't breathe properly, so they need to take nose drops. So anything that is taken through the nose breaks the fast. Why? Because the passage of the nose is the same passage of the mouth, which goes down to the esophagus, which goes down to the stomach. So anything that you put through the nose breaks the fast. As for eye drops and ear drops, they don't break the fast. Okay? If you take ear drops or eye drops and you feel its taste here, then it breaks the fast. Alright? But no doubt, nose drops breaks the fast. Ear drops and eye drops don't break it unless you feel the taste in your throat. If you do, then it breaks the fast and you have to repeat it again. So it's best to take your eye drops and your ear drops later on after iftar.
What about
Also,
powder?
huh?
What about powder?
We're going to come to that 1 minute. Also, blood transfusion. Blood transfusion. You know, you have a blood transfusion or you got more blood inserted into your veins. This also breaks the fast. Also, flu vaccination doesn't break the fast. Insulin, which lowers the sugar, that also doesn't break the fast. All right? Even if the flu vaccination and the insulin is given in the vein or in the muscle, it doesn't break the fast. But it's best to take it after iftar, to be on the safe side. Also, what breaks the fast is washing the lungs. You know, some people have lung problems, and they go to the hospital and they have to take out their lungs and they have to wash it, they have to extract the blood, and then after they wash it, they put the blood back in. That breaks the fast, okay? That breaks the fast. Quickly also, treating the wound. Let's say you are running and you fall down and you cut your leg or you cut your hand, you know, you cut something, you know, on your body. Here, if you treat the wound, it doesn't break the fast. You know, you put a pad, you put liquid, you know, a cream or something. Today they put alcohol. No matter what you put onto it, it doesn't break the fast. So let's say if you're at school, youngsters play sport at school and they're fasting and you fall down, oh, you scratch your leg, you've scratched your other leg, for example. You know, you want to treat the wound, so you can put a pad or some liquid or some betadine or whatever in your ointment. Doesn't break the fast. What is put onto it does not break a person's fast. Also, doing a blood test. Some of you want to do a blood test, that doesn't break the fast. Also, pulling out your tooth. If you're going to pull out your tooth, it doesn't break the fast. Also, any suppository tablets that is put up in the person's behind, all right, that doesn't break the fast. A camera is put up the person's anus or a finger to check. You know, sometimes someone's constipated. Yeah, you need to go to the doctor and check your behind. So if you put any tablet, suppository tablet or a camera or a tube or whatever, it doesn't break the fast. It is important because some people out there are sick and they need to see the doctor and they want to know, Sheikh, do I break my fast if I go to the doctor and he does this? Do I break? I say, no, you don't break your fast. Also, placing a tube inside the woman's vagina or womb, that doesn't break the fast. That way you know, okay? Also, putting a thin tube up a person's penis, that also doesn't break the fast. You know, sometimes you cannot urinate properly, la samahallah, so it needs to be cleaned, so that doesn't break the fast also. Also, cleaning the tooth doesn't break the fast. Drilling the tooth doesn't break the fast. Pulling out the tooth doesn't break the fast as long as you don't swallow the saliva. Okay? You're sitting there, you got your head back, the doctor is drilling your tooth, you know what I'm saying? He's cleaning it, he's using different substances. As long as you spit it out, that doesn't break your fast. Also goggling water, you know, you want to goggle water, you do wudu, or you goggle water and you spit it out, that doesn't break the fast. Also the oxygen mask, you know, you can't breathe, that's Allah. You know, there's a time where you can't breathe, maybe you had a fall, or maybe, you know, something happened to you, there's a breathing problem. So here, putting an oxygen mask doesn't break your fast. Also, any anesthetic needle doesn't break the fast. Also, an endoscopy, you know, you got a problem in your stomach, maybe you got an ulcer or something going on, you know what I'm saying, you feel pains in your abdomen, putting a long flexible tube down your stomach also doesn't break the fast. Also, anything that enters the brain for surgery. You know, sometimes people might have cancer. May Allah yashfihun, may Allah give them the shifa. Some people have cancer in their head or a brain tumor. That's Allah. If they do operate on the head, then that doesn't break the fast. Okay? So any surgery that is done to a person's brain, it doesn't break the fast. Yeah? Also the puffer, if you can't breathe properly and use the puffer, this also doesn't break the fast. Okay, I know it's very hard for you to remember all this, but it will be on YouTube inshallah, so those that want to go back and check it out can do so. Barakallahu feekum. Sallallahu azza wa jalla an yuwaffiqana wa iyyakum wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.